Okay. Well, how about I fix this manually in a hot second and just throw something together, and I'll just call it like a temporary thing. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. So anyway, anyone tuning into this as part of the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon playlist or series, which I'm sure is probably most people seeing this, we're live at MegaLAN. This has been going on for a few days. It's a LAN gaming event that ran from Friday, a couple days ago at 2:30 to today, Sunday at 2:30. It is 7:21 in the morning. I've been streaming for the past 20 hours, 39 minutes, and 10 seconds as of now. And since the beginning, I've just been going ham on Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, since that just came out on the Switch recently. So I just did that start to finish. I streamed it for 11 hours at, like, towards the end of Friday there, since it only started partway through the day on Friday. Slept in my car for 6 hours, and then came out here and then streamed it for another 20 and a half hours. And I'm done. I beat it. And now I may as well stay awake. It's 7:22 in the morning on Sunday, the 26th of May. I may as well just stay up and game until 2:30. I think most people are still asleep. It is still very dark in here. The lights are still off. There's still people around the perimeter around here that are all sleeping away. Some people are getting up. I hear some chatter over there. The projectors are back on. We've got, oh, that's the wrong camera. We've got some sunlight coming in over there. You can just see off in the distance. So, like, I've been gaming all through the night here. Here's the other cam. See a little bit more of the venue. Why does that cam seem crooked almost? But we wrapped that up. We wrapped up Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. So I was like, hey, I have about like 7-ish hours left. Let's do a little smidge of all my other currently active playthroughs. So like Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Fire Emblem Fates, Unicorn Overlord, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Persona 3 Reload. I almost said Persona 5 Tactica. I still think they have to finish that at some point, but probably not here. So probably I'm going to do like an hour to an hour and a half of each of these games. Just to have something a little bit different. A playlist of a very different venue just for the fun of it. Too bad things aren't working here because it doesn't like my setup here, which is not the setup that it is used to, evidently. I mean, it's my normal rig and everything, so I thought it would just work. Too bad it's not like a Bethesda game. It does not just work. Oh, also, it was my little cousin did this while I was streaming Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. You can't really see it in the darkness, but my hair is braided here. I've got two ends. You'll see when the lights come on, maybe, if the, whoops, that's the wrong button. This is the right button. But yeah, let's just set up a temporary thing. So let's turn this off. Let's copy this 3DS full screen capture and paste, I guess, reference. And adjusting this isn't going to adjust the other one, right? Yeah, let's just crop this out manually, specifically for this event, just to play this for a little smidge here. Yeah, so that's... I need one more edited off the side. Crop left, one more. Maybe two more, just so it's symmetrical with the right. Okay, something like that. There we go. That's the bottom screen exactly cropped. And if I turn that off, just to make sure it doesn't actually screw with the thing I'm copying from. Probably. This one's messed up. I hope I'm not messing everything up. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't get home and then my layouts are all messed up and then everything is awful. And yeah. Turn on that I just cropped out. And then let's press the thing where Bob's we actually got some different music here. So it's not just awkward silence as I kind of crop things here. So let's see here. Kind of crop that up to there. Crop this at the sides a little bit. So what spacing do I usually have these on the screen? All right, crop one more pixel on the bottom. How about crop bottom, one more pixel. There we go. That maybe one more. Maybe one more pixel just shaved off the bottom of that top screen. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's slap this here. So I usually have this to like... Oh, no. That doesn't seem right. I swear it doesn't normally block that much of the text that says Pokemon, but, okay. Well, this is just a temporary measure. Sure. Bring this in one more so it's flush. Whoa. Something like that. Yeah. There's a 1 pixel gap between the screens now. That's be perfect. This is what I get up to off camera when I'm setting up layouts and stuff. It still looks like it's the bottom screen is like 1 pixel into the top screen. Wait, but it's a lower element. Or maybe I'm seeing things. Like the top screen is the one on top of the bottom screen. So I'm seeing things here. Am I losing my marbles? Am I seeing like a little corner right down there that's going onto the top screen? Whatever, we're playing like this. Move this into a place where if the alert box goes off, it's not gonna be blocking things. And I'll just delete these when I get home. Yeah. So let's do a little bit of Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon here. Oh, and my controller is set up for the other thingamabob of Citra right now. So yeah, let's see here. I gotta set everything up again. A, B. You'd think it would just kind of cleanly translate over between Citra versions, but it doesn't. And I specifically need to use an older version of Citra when I play Fire Emblem Fates, because it just doesn't seem to work if I don't. And I use a newer version when I play Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, so I switch between a couple of different versions, and then I have to reset up my buttons each time. There we go. Now I should be able to press A and progress. Enjoy seeing me in darkness here. Wait, that means this is gonna be broken too. Wait, or is it? Wait, this one isn't broken? The top screen one? Okay, I guess that one's not broken. But you're all out there, team. Yes, sir. Alright. Play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon at a LAN party where most people around me are still asleep. And hopefully I didn't set up the circle pad, did I? What the heck? And hopefully all my chatting about the stuff here that happens in Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon doesn't end up disturbing people. But considering I just did like all the rest of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, including the final boss there, and people are still asleep, I think it's perfectly fine. I mean, anyone that's sleeping in here in the venue, like, knows what they were getting into. Let's talk about, it's about having good eyes. We're having fun talking with Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto seems happy. Wow, amazing. That's right. Sometimes I don't know where to look because my eyes are too good. Nice talking to you. Orb starts shining. Sweet. Alright, I guess you're just my friend now. Sweet. Connected. Emmark and Pidgeot have been connected. Ah, man. I love the soundtrack of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. But after playing it for 31 hours straight with a 6-hour nap in the middle, I'm really glad to be listening to something else. Something else that's near and dear to me as well. Really nice music. I also hope I'm not speaking too loud, but again, I've been streaming for a decent while. This is when I wear headphones like this. I tend to speak louder than I probably should for a normal speaking volume, because I can't hear as clearly through it. So I try to speak at what sounds to my ears like a normal speaking volume, when really it's louder than a normal speaking volume. But it seems to be fine. So, yeah. I mean, if anyone's getting annoyed with me, they sure haven't let me know. I was coming back on my flight from Houston. I was actually having a really nice conversation with these couple of guys that I was sitting beside. And one of the flight attendants came up to me and was like, "Sir, there's complaints from other passengers. Can you quiet down a bit?" And I was like, "Huh? Wait, really? I'm sorry." I was being loud? I don't know, maybe sometimes it's just a little bit. Sometimes I get a little bit excited. What the heck am I doing? Deposit some things here. I don't need this many apples in my pocket, or this many elixirs, or this many Oran berries. Holy crap, there's a lot of Oran berries. And a lot of tiny reviver seeds. I don't need these wands here either. Okay. Sure, that sounds good to me. I guess I'll just do a job for this day. Wait, this brings us to the air continent. A tiny reviver seed. I'll always take those, thank you. I center my camera a little bit more here. I think my position here has actually adjusted as I've been streaming through Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I almost said streaming different things, but I've really only been streaming one game up to this point. Also, on getting back from my trip, I was going to do a 24-hour charity stream. I always do a 24-hour charity stream in May. But I knew getting back halfway through the month and then needing to catch up on a bunch of different projects, and then coming to this LAN event that I already knew I was going to be going hard on, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing a 24-hour charity stream and this event back to back. So I'll do a 24-hour charity stream in June, I'm thinking, and that'll be the 24-hour charity stream 10. So X in Roman numerals, so I think that'll be where I play Pokemon X, the main Generation 6 game to play in preparation for Pokemon Z next year. So I'll probably do that. I don't know exactly like what way I'm gonna do it. Is it gonna be a randomizer? Is it gonna be a Nuzlocke? Am I just gonna play it normally? Like, what am I doing? I'll figure that out sometime later. I just kind of decide, I'll do this event first. I'll figure it out, and then after this event is done, then I'll figure out what the heck I'm doing for that. So, there's that. But, despite the fact that I'm not doing a 24-hour cherry stream this month, this stream is going to go over 24 hours. Like, I have no doubt about that. I just switched to playthrough 2, and no, I guess it was this one that I set the display capture temp. So yeah, the current stream time is 20 hours, 49 minutes, 7 seconds. I've been streaming since yesterday morning. It's 7:31. I started getting tired at one point, and then eventually my body was just like, yeah, I'm giving up trying to make you fall asleep, so I'm staying up now. This is gonna be an over 24-hour stream. This might be the longest stream I've ever done. The longest I've ever been awake something on this channel was 30 hours for the 24-hour cherry stream 9. But the stream itself is only 24 hours. I once did a 25-hour cherry stream because there was a time change at the same time, so it was 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., but it was 25 hours. It's the case because of the time change. But if I go until 2 here, 2:30, when it's currently 7:30, and I go for another 5 hours, it'll be about a 26-hour stream total, I guess. So I'll be beating my record by a little bit. And that makes me wonder, like, oh, should I really go big or go home for, like, the special 10th one? Which will actually be the 11th time shooting for over 24 hours, just the 10th time doing it for charity. Wasn't this the one that wrecked me? I don't remember. I should save here first. Anyway. Yeah. So if I end up dying, like, mid-stream here, that's why. But I should be fine, probably. Oh yeah, also, the thing down here is still set up for the last time I streamed Fire Emblem Fates. I forget what, well, it says what chapter we're on right there. I forget what the chapter's called, I'm gonna be honest. I can write chapter 13. Let's just call it MegaLAN 2024. Whoops, let's not misspell 2024. Update. Then, yeah, something like that. Is this screen pulled as much over? It seems like there's a... Oh, that's the corner I was seeing. Getting a phone call? Oh no, that's a notification that my watch is low power. This needs to come over one more pixel. That was the little edge I was seeing, I think. Is like the background at the bottom there. That, kind of sneaking its way up. Yeah. Chapter 13, MegaLAN 2024. That works. A watch charger somewhere around here. Is it just pitch black in here? I'll charge my watch later. Cause yeah, if I get something important, it can be important to see fast. Or I guess I can just check my phone. But yeah, I think I already saved. Okay, probably. Battle challenge, battles alongside Y. Let's do something else then. Take it easy. I can't use that much brain power right now. Uprise range. Have I been there yet? Oh, it's just a rescue mission. It's second floor. Means I'm not gonna get all that much experience from it, but hey. Sylveon. I don't know. I can't think about this too much. So yeah. I think later today, after I get home, at like midday. Why is the top of my screen cut off? On my display. Like, my name is partway cut off. I'm looking over at OBS and it looks fine for what you're seeing. But what I'm seeing, my screen is literally cut off. That is weird. Can I show what I'm seeing here? So, hold on. If I change display capture temp to this other one, this is what I see. That back to here. I am very confused right now. I could probably just pull OBS over and play off of it. That's what I could do. And then the screen would also be bigger and easier to see. Yeah, let's look straight ahead. Yeah, my inputs can still go through. I'm just gonna play like this, looking at the screen that you're seeing. So I'm gonna be looking kind of to the top left of it. That's where the main thing that's going on is. Sometimes looking to the bottom right, because that's where the bottom screen is. Sure. Like this. This works. Let's level up Force Palm while we're here, because it's not going to be a long dungeon. Hi. You want to maybe get nommed? Cool, man. Alright, nom. Level up. Level 19. I can learn to move. Okay. It's also weird having this camera angle. You see the camera being like to the side of me over here. This is where it was most convenient to set up on my monitor, so that's what we're doing for MegaLAN. Copycat. Oh. Mimics an enemy's last move. That could be spicy, depending on the situation. I'm good for now. I think I'm good for now. I can always relearn at some point if I really want to. But I can do, so it's no big deal. Not a big deal at all. Set toughness. Oh, it's weird looking between these two screens like this. Not having one on top of the other. What was this? This again. Ow. Minorly annoying. Someone ahead, would you like to go on? I would love to go on. Thank you so much for asking. Really glad you asked me that. Around to the floor where Sneasel is. Oh. Let's see here. How about you come just a little bit closer? Whoops, I want him B and A. Oh. Well, I guess I'll come over after all. I'll do heal block. Oh, whatever, I'm probably fine. Oh, that was some nice RNG. That was some nice RNG there. Okay. So then... this nom. But yeah, if you look in the description for the MegaLAN playlist just to see like all of this little adventure here at the venue, you'll see most of it where there's a lot of lights on here, everybody's monitors are on, everyone's gaming. This is a kind of odd time where everyone's still asleep. I would just you're playing video games in the dark in a community hall at a LAN party. Yeah. Thanks. I normally hate it when I went dead to others, but I admit you saved me. I might actually adjust the spacing on this a little bit. I take a space off of chapter 13 there. But look more satisfying like this. Yeah, I think so. Whoops, I just enabled sub-only chat as I clicked off of the... Whoops. I don't even think that there's anyone in the stream right now. I'm pretty sure like anyone that would have been in here earlier is asleep. But the Enermonica and these have been connected. There were a couple of people that were in here at the end of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door, but we're getting up for the day and have to go out and do things. It's a new day. Side placement up by 20. Sure, I'm out of here. See you later, jerks. Escape from the dungeon. Nice. Successfully finished off the expedition of Uprise Range. It was really hard. I had to exert myself for that. Hey, everybody. Before you start eating, listen up. I was just talking with the chief, and I know this is kind of sudden. Time has come for a big outing. Oh, this is cut off a little bit. I'm just now noticing, like at the bottom. Like you can't see all the bottom arrow. It's a sucks skill issue. It's only for this one stream, so. Ah, an outing, huh? This will just be a short stream, just because I want to do a little bit of each of these playthroughs at MegaLAN. I'm not gonna do like anything super significant. I don't know if we're gonna make it a Fire Island Volcano, unless that's where the outing is. That might actually be what it is. It's been a while since I played this. Last time I played this would have been a lot more recent than Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door, so I actually remember things a little bit more vividly with this, I think. When? How would I fix this too? So let's copy this. Let's paste reference. Let's hide the original. And then we shrink it like, whoa, to here. And then we transform to center horizontally. Bam, now it's perfectly centered. There, that works. Fixed. And then I'll just have to remember to undo that when I'm back at home later. And after I've slept for the next day. We'll be departing 2 days from now. Now I feel better about potentially making it to Fire Island Volcano. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it. Heck yeah. If it is Fire Island Volcano, that music slaps. I should do it while I'm here, I don't know. Hear that, Harmonia? An outing. Can't wait. Very well then, everyone. Let's eat. Yeah, this has been a fun event. But man, playing one game for 31 hours straight plus 6-hour break, it takes a toll, even when it's a game that I love. I know I went ham on these playthroughs, like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1, 2, and 4 here many years ago, like 6 years ago when I first did this playthrough. I don't think I went as hard as I just went on Thousand Year Door. It was a time. And Thousand Year Door is a longer game than these are. The next morning, everyone better wake up. Most people in this venue are still asleep. If you're all out there, team. Yes, sir. I gotta see people who are hyped. Oh, but there's something glowing on the floor over here, so I'm grabbing it. Yay, found gold bar. You know, looking at OBS here, as in like I'm playing with the same screen that you're seeing, and being able to see myself there real time, and having this camera shot straight on and seeing my expressions, it's like, wow, I look ridiculous, don't I? Oh man. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Are there new things to connection orb? Hold on. Let me check this. There might be some new jobs and stuff here. Like this. Come on. Come on. Battle me in the water continent. Sure. Battle pants here. I guess everything's labeled by continent now that I have access to the air continent. This will be the case. Most assume, accept the request. Down on the expedition list. This expedition is on the Mist Continent. Get a pass at Cookdown Shop and go to the Mist Continent. Oh, cool. Might not go there for a little while yet. I might not do. Yeah, it's been a fun event here so far, I would say. I first came to one of Mega FPS's events in January for LAN, which was another LAN party that took place in this exact same community hall that got rented out here. So the Grass Continent, get a pass. I've been here before. And I was also here in this same venue for Fragapalooza 2022, Fragapalooza being the main LAN party that I help out with, where I run the Smash tournaments and stuff. But yeah, for Mega FPS, I've just been here at LAN and this event now. I've been having fun. It's been a good time. Earlier this stream, but technically yesterday at this point, they, just like Fragapalooza, they do a bunch of giveaways. They have a whole bunch of things on the table, and they were drawing tickets for different people that have entered here. And I was kind of surprised that the very last thing that was being given away, I had my name called. Or not my name called, I had my number called. Very last thing. I have to figure out space in my car. Bring another monitor home. Which I assume one of the organizers just had like a spare monitor around that they didn't need. So they were like, oh, let's put it there in the giveaway. So now I have another monitor now. Yeah. Girl, bring it out to the family's little cabin, have a second screen out there. Yeah, hello, Ray Day. What do Harmonia? How have you been? Busy with streaming, considering. Oh, I've now passed the 21-hour mark for the stream. I've been streaming for a while. My body gave up on trying to put me to sleep a few hours ago now. Like, there was a time that I was getting really, really darn sleepy, but thankfully my body gave up on that effort there. What do you want me to do? Battle challenge. Oh. Should I grab some things that'll help me with the battle challenge? So yeah. Yeah, I do. I'll get a lot of sleep when I'm back home after this event is done at like 2:30-ish. Currently 7:45 a.m., so it's still gonna be a little while. But I'm going ham. Yeah. It's a LAN party here. MegaLAN. I was just chatting a little bit on the stream about how this has been going on for a while. I've already been here for a while. Most people are still asleep. It's still a very dark venue. Normally, all the monitors here are all light. Enough people are awake that they turn the projector back on and watching some sort of racing thing, I guess. Yeah. Most people are still just around the outskirts here. Let's bump my microphone. That's a very integral part to the stream. The sun is coming up over there. You can see through that little gap. There's the LED lights on that one window, then the window to the right of it. You can see the sunlight coming through because they just leave the door open. So, sun's coming up. A new day is starting. And you know, staying hydrated is actually a good idea. I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot about that before we mentioned it. I haven't actually taken a water break in a hot second, so hold on. You know, that feels really good. I needed that I got so carried away by finishing off Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Oh yeah, and then that venue camp. I got so carried away that I probably be having some more water here in a hot second. Oh, hold on. Oh, whatever. I can deposit it. It doesn't matter that much. Go ahead and withdraw. Take maybe 2 more of these. If there's a battle challenge, better safe than sorry. No. How about 2 more of these? I'll bring someone really strong. So yeah, this is going to take its toll on me mentally and physically for the next... I'm probably going to be recovering from this for the next week. That's sometimes how it goes with my 24-hour charity streams, is my body just doesn't feel right for a decent amount of time after. As I've done more and more 24-hour charity streams over the years, it has gotten easier and easier. This is something a bit different though. So, we'll see what my body ends up thinking about this in the coming days. Oh, Salamence is available. Alright, I'm bringing Salamence with me. Heck yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. Mental Slope Cave. Ooh, a whole bunch of items and stuff here. So what was it, like floor 8 or something? I don't remember. I'll get there eventually, it's fine. What is this music theme again? Are you not gonna go to the... Darn you, Salamence, while that thing's about to break? Hopefully that wasn't like Barrage or something. Well, I guess we will never know what it could be. So many possibilities. Okay, now I'm recognizing this music. Oh, that is a big Onyx. Rather unexpected. Wow. As I'm looking at... Again, as I'm looking at OBS here and seeing the same thing you're seeing to play the game and seeing my face and my commentary and the game at the same time, I just can't help but think that I'm just like turbo cringe right now. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Need some more water. Just input this with one hand real quick. When was the last time I grabbed water? I think it was before the bosses, before the final boss of 1000-Year Door. Maybe. Oh wait, did I grab some water during the final boss? I don't remember. Everything's blurring together. I don't trust my memory at this point. That's how it goes. At least I don't think I'm at any risk of falling asleep, considering how awake I am now. Man, I'm gonna be so asleep when I... Kidding me, the accuracies in this game. But man, I'm going to be so asleep when I get home. So, yeah, we'll start wrapping things up at around 2:30. And I'll help with, like, some of the... putting the cabling back and all that. Oh, yeah, vacuum... Wait, no, vacuum wave can't affect you. You're not a ghost type. Getting confused with the Yamask again there, thinking you were another Yamask. Oh, and there goes the audio on my headphones for a second. That was happening a decent bit during 1000-Year Door. I'm gonna have to replace the cable that goes into these things time after I get back. Anyway, so I'll start tearing down at like around 2:30ish, something like that. I'll help with the tear down and get packed up. And oh, I only have sound in one ear now. You love to hear. Oh, jeez, it just popped in my right ear. At least I've learned from using headphones like these for a long time that the headphones themselves should be fine. It should just be a cable replacement lullaby. Okay, interesting. Anyway, what I've been trying to say is I'll probably get home around like, I don't know, 3:30ish. Something like that, if I had to guess. I'm just gonna go right to bed, I think. I'm just gonna go right to sleep. But I'm gonna stay awake. I'm powering through. I'm doing some hardcore video game and staying awake this time. Sweet, level up. We got to level 19 now too. Awesome. And I only have music in my left ear again. Wiggle the cable. Ow! And it just popped in my right ear. Bang it a bit. Now I have no audio. Oh, now we go. Now I have audio in both ears again. Yeah, it was giving me a lot of issues during Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. And anytime it would break like that, it would make the audio out of sync for me. I think it was still in sync just fine for the stream. And it sounds like it keeps on staying in sync here, even on my headphones, for when I'm playing something on the same computer that I'm streaming off of. But for whatever reason, the capture card stuff like, whenever my headphones had an audio glitch, the audio would be suddenly delayed for me. So I'd have to disable my capture card as a source and then re-enable it. And then sometimes that would work. Sometimes I would have to go into audio properties and kind of disable it there and then kind of re-enable my standard audio settings here. Ow. Sometimes I have to do that, sometimes not, and it was just a big pain. I did bring earbuds, and I was thinking about switching to those, but they don't reach super far from my desktop, and I was like, I just won't. Speaking of my desktop, usually when I come to smaller LAN parties like this, like when I went to LAN, the January LAN party here earlier in the year, I usually like to bring my spare parts machine. It's a lot easier to transport than dismantling my whole setup that I have with my main desktop at home and the bazillion cables leading into it. But it seemed like this event, we're finally going to be able to coordinate after 2 years of planning it out. Playing the SpongeBob movie games, a couple friends that I grew up with. And earlier in the week, one of them remembered that, I guess I can't use Byte anymore. Remember that they had a bachelor's party to go to, so it didn't work out. So maybe we'll play the SpongeBob movie games at Gamescom, another LAN party that I'll be at in June. And I'll be helping with like a lot of the setup and tear down with that. I plan on doing, since it's a Fragapalooza LAN party going on there, essentially. Fragapalooza is hosting it. And then actual Fragapalooza in August, as I go to every year. So maybe we'll figure out something at one of those. But because it seemed for so long like we were going to finally coordinate that, I got all 3 of the SpongeBob movie games set up on my main desktop. And, oh, what's this? Alliance Experts. I might not use that here, or maybe I will. I got 2 Alliance Experts. Here, you just... What does this do again? Increases the accuracy, okay. Moves in and out here. You can get one too. So I set everything up on my main machine. And more convenient as it would be to physically take my spare parts machine rather than dismantling my whole main machine, I had not done any setup on my spare parts machine in terms of my layouts and all that since LAN. I'm sure a lot of stuff probably would have still worked the same, but if I wanted to stream anything like this, I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to set that all up on my spare parts machine, and so I just ended up bringing my normal computer here. So that's a box that my mouse pad, my Skyward Sword mouse pad that you can barely make out here, was on. You can just see inside. I don't have a whole lot of lights in there. That's basically just the lights from my 3070 in there. It's so dark in here. You can't see anything. I didn't even know where to aim the camera there. I'm gonna be honest. So, but yeah, my main rig that I brought here. Not really looking forward to setting that up back at home again. So, short-term convenience with being able to use the machine that I'm used to here and able to stream whatever the heck I want, how I want, but yeah, this is gonna suck setting up at home again later. Would've been nice to bring my spare parts machine, but oh well. Too late now. I brought the main machine here. Also, speaking about the main machine, I don't remember whether I mentioned this during the 31 hours I was shooting the 1,000-year door. I might have forgotten to. Maybe I mentioned it, I don't remember. Rescue not available on the next floor, so be careful or you'd like to go on. When I pulled my computer out of my car, it sounded like something was loose and moving around. I looked in through the glass in the side, and the fan that was on the side of the heat sink that's over my core, it fell off. And it was hanging loosely, just hanging on by the wire to the motherboard and flopping around, banging against things. And I knew when I installed that it was a toolless install. So it wasn't exactly on there super strong and already barely fit in the case. So I always knew that it wasn't on there super good. I wasn't expecting it to randomly come off in transport at one point. I don't actually need that fan. It's just extra cooling. It's just good if like I ever overclock my machine or something like that. So I just put it on there for future purposes because I figured I might want to overclock it one day, but it's not overclocked right now. So I was like, I'm just taking this thing off. So I didn't bring any tools along, so I had to ask around the venue for someone that had Allen keys. And someone luckily had Allen keys. So I used the Allen keys to open up the side of my computer case. I pulled out the fan, threw it in my car. And then I closed it up and I just... There was that. I'm down a fan, but like an optional extra fan that I don't even need. Unless I do some overclocking at some point. Even then, it might not be super necessary. I have a pretty insane cooling unit in there. But yeah, so I removed a fan. Harmonic pans here have been connected. Yeah, that was something that I did earlier. Connection spread even further. So that's fun, isn't it? Just so much fun. Went up by 80. Cool. Well, that wasn't very hard. I just kind of had Salamence deal with everything for me. Sweet. Cool. Expeditions say erasing complete expeditions from your list. There's that little tale. Listen up, everybody. Tomorrow is finally the day for our big trip. Well, yeah. No one's cheering this time. What? I'm the only one. You're only supposed to bring 500 Poké, but you can actually bring as much as you like. Also bring whatever snacks and items you want. So get yourselves prepared, and we'll see you in the morning. Very well then, everyone. Let's eat. That was basically what happened with the potluck here earlier. There was actually a lot of food. I think there's still a lot of food over there. People were saying at midnight, like, oh, if anyone wants midnight snacks, come over here and get like midnight chicken wings. Like that, because there's a lot of food that people brought in. Finally, the field trip is tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to it. I do wonder where we're going, though. Oh, whatever. Let's get to bed early, so we'll be ready to go tomorrow. I would love to save my adventure. Thank you for asking. Yes. Overwrite it. As long as the stream doesn't die. When I was streaming Paper Mario for the first time on Friday, the stream died partway through. I had to just wait around for half an hour because I didn't want to make progress off camera. The only time that I wouldn't be okay with overwriting data is if stream turns out that it dies, and then, yeah. But I think we're good. I've barely done anything. I should talk about playing for the past 21 hours, 15 minutes, and 34 seconds total. Games in general.